Happy Saturday morning to you. Here's the news and results from Friday. Starting in the American League Central, the Blue Jays starting pitcher, number 17, earned his first career. Hey there, baseball fans. Justin Allegri. The season is still young. Let's check out some of the results from yesterday. In the AL Central, Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. In the AL Central, the Tigers allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 3-1. James McCann launched 2 home runs and added 5 RBIs to his total as the Chi Sox took care of the Mariners 7-2. Steve Wheeler earned the victory while striking out 11 as the Blue Jays nabbed the win against the Indians 6-5. That now makes 8 straight wins for the team. The New York Yankees sent 3 balls into the seats as they beat the O's in Baltimore 7-2. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim combined for a 4-hitter as they were winners over the visiting Rangers 7-2. The A's pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they beat the visiting Red Sox 6-2. The Braves finished off a 2-game sweep as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 5-4. The Mets totaled 11 hits as they stole a victory in extra innings over the Nationals 4-3. Randall Grichuk dominated at the dish with 2 long balls and 6 RBIs as Cincinnati got the best of the Pirates 10-4. Marcell Ozuna plated 5 on the day with 2 big flies as the Cardinals took one from the Padres 11-3. And that'll do it for today. Enjoy the games and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Good Thursday morning to you, Show Nation. Let's jump right into Wednesday's baseball action. In the AL Central, the Tribe combined. Happy Saturday morning to you. Here's the news and results from Friday. Starting in the American League Central, the Detroit Tigers combined for 10 hits as a team as they got the extra innings win over the White Sox 5-4. The beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show. In the AL Central, the Chicago White Sox launched 3 home runs as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 8-7. As of right now, the Tigers sit in last place in the American League Central Division, and the White Sox are atop the division. Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Monday. Starting in the American League Central, the Detroit Tigers put up 16 hits on the day as they got the win, crushing the Red Sox 11-4. The White Sox TGIF. It's Monday morning and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the American League Central, the Chicago White Sox got 11 hits overall as they defeated the visiting Tigers 9-6. As of today, the White Sox are leading the Hi, I'm Justin Allegri, and this is your Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. In the AL Central, the Phillies allowed only 5 hits in the game as they defeated the visiting Tigers 1-0. The Chicago White Sox totaled 11 hits as they walked off in extra innings against the O's 4-3. The Royals held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they beat the visiting Rays 6-1. The Astros swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 7-3. The Cleveland Indians smacked 15 team hits as they took down the Fish in Miami 8-2. The Red Sox swatted 4 home runs in this one as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 9-0. The Toronto Blue Jays went deep 4 times as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 15-1. They are on a roll with 8 straight victories. The Chicago Cubs got 12 hits in this one as they bested the Mariners in Safeco Field 10-5. They now have 5 straight wins. Mitch Keller got his first career win as the Buccos downed the Rangers 3-2. The San Diego Padres knocked out 12 hits as a team as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 5-2. The Nationals put together 10 total hits as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 7-1. The New York Mets set 3 balls into the seats as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 5-4. They now have 6 straight victories. The Milwaukee Brewers hit 3 long balls as they bested the visiting Rockies 6-2. David Hale got his 3rd win this season as the Yankees beat the Diamondbacks 4-2. The Los Angeles Dodgers got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 3-2. And that's what's happening around the baseball world heading into today. Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the American League Central, the Boston Red Sox totaled 13 hits as a team as they beat the White Sox on the south side 8-3. The Tampa Bay Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. In the AL Central, Welcome to our Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Let's jump right into Tuesday's action. Starting in the American League Central, the Detroit Tigers Hello there, baseball fans, and welcome to a Mother's Day edition of Inside the Show. In the AL Central, the Tigers knocked out 10 hits as a team as they stole a victory in extra innings over the Twins 8-7. TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the American League Central, the Oakland Athletics got 12 hits in this one as they cruised to the win against the Tigers 11-3. The Indians broke up their 5-game losing skid as they took down the visiting Orioles 8-7. The Blue Jays combined for 4 total home runs as they dismantled the White Sox 10-3. The Rangers relief pitcher, number 45, grabbed his 2nd win of the year, helping lead the Rangers past Kansas City 3-2. The Minnesota Twins tallied 5 home runs overall as they bested the Mariners in Safeco Field 8-5. The Braves relief pitcher, number 77, earned his first victory of the season as Atlanta downed the Cardinals 4-3. The Mets earned the 3-game series sweep as they took down the Nationals in Washington 3-1. The Brew Crew combined to give up just 5 hits as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 2-1. The Cincinnati Reds got 11 hits overall as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 6-5. The Pirates center fielder, number 10, had a great day driving in 5 on 3 hits, leading the Buccos to a win over San Diego 11-3. Thanks for joining me. That's all for today. Same place, same Welcome to our Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Let's jump right into Tuesday's action. In the AL Central, the Miami Marlins combined for 10 hits as a team as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 8-3. The A's amassed 14 hits in the game as they got the extra inning victory against the Indians 7-5. The Angels swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they grabbed the win over the visiting Twins 11-5. It was their 5th straight victory. The White Sox snapped their 5-game losing streak as they got a win over the Astros. Welcome everyone to this Memorial Day edition of Inside the Show. In the AL Central, Todd Frazier was a major force at the plate with 6 RBIs, helping the Mets grab the win against Detroit 12-1. In the standings, the Mets are in 2nd place in the NL East, and the Tigers sit in 4th place in the American League Central Division. The Rays allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they beat the Tribe in Cleveland 3-2. At the start of the day, the Indians are sitting atop the AL Central, while the Rays sit in 4th place in the American League East Division. The Yankees had 12 hits as a team as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 9-4. Entering the day's action, the Royals are in last place in the AL Central, while the Yankees sit in 2nd place in the American League East Division. Luis Garcia was clutch with the bat in his hands, driving in 5 runs on 3 hits, helping the White Sox dispose of the Twins 10-4. Heading into the day, the Twins are in 3rd place in the AL Central, while the White Sox are 2nd in the division. David Padgett had 3 hits and drove in 3, helping the Blue Jays to the win against the Padres 7-1. With the victory, it brought their win streak to 13. As of today, the Blue Jays sit in 1st place in the American League East Division, while the Padres sit in last place in the National League West Division. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim held their opponent to just 2 hits as they got the win in a laugher against the Rangers 6-0. They continue to win as they now have 9 straight. As of right now, the Angels sit in 2nd place in the American League West, and the Rangers are at the bottom of the division. The Seattle Mariners pounded out 17 hits in this one as they defeated the A's in Oakland 10-4. In the standings, the A's sit in 3rd place in the American League West Division, and the Mariners are 4th in the division. The Bo Sox brought out the rooms in a 3-game sweep as they blasted the Astros 12-5. At the start of the day, the Astros are in 1st place in the AL West, and the Red Sox are in 3rd place in the AL East. The Marlins smacked 15 team hits as they took down the Nationals in Washington 6-3. Heading into the day, the Nationals sit in 4th place in the National League East Division, while the Marlins are at the bottom of the division. The Cubs held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 4-3. As of right now, the Cubs are atop the NL Central, and the Reds are 3rd in the division. The Philadelphia Phillies finished off a 3-game sweep as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 6-3. In the standings, the Brewers sit in 2nd place in the National League Central, while the Phillies sit in 1st place in the National League East Division. A.J. Pollock sent 2 into the seats while driving in 6, as the boys in blue took down the Pirates 14-3. At the start of the day, the Pirates are in 4th place in the NL Central, while the Dodgers are in 2nd place in the NL West. The Cardinals completed a 3-game series sweep as they took down the visiting Braves 4-0. The win was their 6th in a row. As of today, the Cardinals are in last place in the NL Central, while the Braves are in 3rd place in the NL East. The Rockies hit 3 long balls as they took down the visiting Orioles 5-0. Heading into the day, the Rockies are in 4th place in the NL West, while the Orioles are in last place in the AL East. The Arizona Diamondbacks pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 4-0. The win was their 6th straight as a team. In the standings, the Giants sit in 3rd place in the National League West Division, while the Diamondbacks are atop the division. So that'll do it for today on Inside the Show. Enjoy your Memorial Day holiday, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Hi, I'm Justin Allegri, and this is your Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Starting in the American League Central, the O's totaled 11 hits as they defeated the visiting Tigers 3-2. The Red Sox swatted 4 home runs in this one as they got a dramatic walk-off win against the Indians 9-8. The Chicago White Sox allowed only 5 hits in the game as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 3-2. The Minnesota Twins completed a short 2-game sweep as they got the best of the Brewers at home 1-0. The New York Yankees TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the AL East, Mitch Garver dominated at the dish with 2 long balls and 6 RBIs. As Minnesota took care of the Rays 10-7. He has now hit safely in 7 straight games. Yasiel Puig hit for the cycle as the Tribe defeated the White Sox 8-6. Brad Keller got his second W of the season, leading Kansas City past the Rangers 2-1. The Yankees pounded out 17 hits in this one as they beat the visiting Red Sox 10-0. The Mariners starting pitcher, number 50, earned the third W of his season as the Mariners pushed past the Angels 7-4. The San Francisco Giants earned the 3-game series sweep as they took down the Fish in Miami 4-1. Adam Wainwright grabbed the victory with his 10 Ks as the Cardinals defeated the Phillies 2-0. The Pittsburgh Pirates sent 3 balls into the seats as they got the best of the Brewers at home 5-2. The Colorado Rockies knocked out 12 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 6-3. Jock Peterson plated 3 runs on the day, helping the Dodgers grab the win over the Mets 3-0. And that's the show. Thanks for listening in. I'll be back tomorrow with more news and updates from around the majors. Happy Saturday morning to you. Here's the news and results from Friday. In the AL Central, the Atlanta Braves only allowed 2 hits in the game as they cruised to the win against the Tigers 11-1. Also in news from Detroit, starting pitcher Michael Fulmer could potentially get traded in the near future as he's currently being shopped around to other teams. The Yankees are believed to be a potential fit. C.J. Cron was clutch at the plate with 3 RBIs as Minnesota took care of the Rays 4-2. His modest hitting streak now stands at 9 straight games. The White Sox The beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the American League Central, the Braves brought out the rooms in a 3-game sweep as they defeated the visiting Tigers 3-0. Entering the day's action, the Braves sit in second place in the National League East Division, while the Tigers sit in last place in the American League Central Division. The Tampa Bay Rays got 12 hits in this one as they pulverized the Twins 10-2. As of today, happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the American League Central, Josh Harrison had 3 hits in the game, driving in 3, as Detroit took care of the Rays 7-2. The Twins had 12 hits as a team as they got the extra inning victory against the Indians 5-4. The Boston Red Sox knocked out 10 hits as a team as they dethroned the Royals 9-2. The Blue Jays starting pitcher, number 17, got the W, his 11th this season, helping lead the Blue Jays over the Yankees 2-1. He is among the AL leaders in wins. Jaime Barria picked up win number 8 this year, helping lead the Angels to the victory over Oakland 7-5. Lance McCullers Jr. was victorious for the fifth time this season as the Astros disposed of the Mariners 3-2. The Orioles knocked out 12 hits as a team as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 10-2. The Giants combined to give up just 5 hits as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 6-1. The Rockies put together 10 total hits as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 4-1. The Miami Marlins got 12 hits in this one as they grabbed an extra innings win over the Brewers 4-3. The Pirates racked up 11 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Braves 5-1. The St. Louis Cardinals pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 1-0. The Padres combined It's Monday morning and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the American League Central, Peter O'Brien cracked 2 home runs in the game, leading the Tigers to the win over the Red Sox 4-3. As of right now, the Tigers are in 4th place in the AL Central, while the Red Sox are in 2nd place in the AL East. The Cubbies tallied 5 home runs overall as they got the extra innings win over the White Sox. Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the AL West, the Houston Astros grabbed 13 hits in the game as they stole a win in extra innings over the Rangers 4-1. That's all for today's show. See you back here tomorrow. Have a great day. TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. In the AL Central, the Detroit Tigers hit 3 long balls as they beat the Tribe in Cleveland 6-3. The Chicago White Sox had 12 hits as a team as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 6-5. The Oakland Athletics combined for 10 hits as a team as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 3-2. The Yanks combined for a 4-hitter as they beat the visiting Rays 2-1. Steve Wheeler nabbed his 15th win this season, leading the Blue Jays to a win over the Red Sox 3-2. As of today, he has the most strikeouts in the American League. The Astros got 11 hits overall as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 6-1. The Washington Nationals totaled 11 hits as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 5-1. The San Diego Padres totaled 13 hits as a team as they took down the Fish in Miami 8-7. The Dodgers finished off the 4-game sweep as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 9-6. The win was their 5th straight as a team. Miles Michaelis got the win, his 6th so far this year, helping lead the Cards past Cincinnati 4-3. Robbie Ray was untouchable on the mound, crafting an amazing no-hit performance, helping the Diamondbacks grab a victory against the Brewers 9-0. He currently owns the lowest ERA in the National League among qualified pitchers. The New York Mets swatted 4 home runs in this one as they dismantled the Giants 8-0. As always, thanks for tuning in. That's all we've got this morning. Enjoy the games later today, and we'll see you tomorrow. Welcome to your Saturday edition of Inside the Show. I'm Justin Allegri. Starting in the American League Central, Albert Feliz really cashed in at the dish with 3 hits and 6 RBIs, leading the Blue Jays to the W against Detroit 22-1. He is among the American League leaders in home runs. Good Thursday morning to you, Show Nation. Let's jump right into Wednesday's baseball action. In the AL Central, the Phillies completed a short 2-game sweep as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 6-1. The Toronto Blue Jays finished off a 3-game sweep as they pounded the Indians 9-3. The Marlins put up 16 hits on the day as they beat the White Sox on the south side 13-0. The Minnesota Twins knocked out 10 hits as a team as they defeated the visiting Yankees 6-1. The Kansas City Royals finished off a 2-game sweep as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 5-2. The Tampa Bay Rays put together 10 total hits as they beat the visiting Red Sox 7-2. The Rangers picked up, 19 hits in this one as they bested the Mariners in Safeco Field 9-4. The Houston Astros amassed 14 hits in the game as they dismantled the A's 10-3. Fernando Rodney collected his 5th win in relief as the Nationals took care of the Rockies 2-1. Hunter Renfroe drove in an impressive 5 with 2 home runs, helping San Diego pass the Mets 8-5. He extended his hitting streak to a modest 6 straight games. The Reds combined to allow only 4 hits as they stomped the Brewers 8-0. The Pittsburgh Pirates pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 4-0. The Baltimore Orioles knocked out 12 hits as a team as they got a road win against Arizona 4-1. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim completed a short 2-game sweep as they pushed past the Dodgers at Chavez Ravine 3-1. The Chicago Cubs combined for a 4-hitter as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 4-0. And that's what's happening around the baseball world heading into today. Join us again tomorrow for the latest from around Major League Baseball.